Hey everybody, back with a new episode of Babylon 5. Last episode, we unfortunately lost Ivanova, or are losing her. I imagine by the time this episode begins, she'll have passed. But in a heroic battle, which she fully commanded and saved so many lives and took out those Earth ships using shadow technology, which will probably be an issue going forward, but she did such an amazing job. I'm glad that Marcus is there by her side and they were able to have some good moments together before. And I'm glad that Sheridan was back in time to say goodbye, but it just sucks because I was so excited to, get Sheridan back, and the way it happened, and Garibaldi, Dr. Franklin and Lita and all of them going to get him. And he seems to be doing okay from what we can tell. And I was so excited to have us back whole, but there will be a hole, a Ivanova-shaped hole in the show going forward because she was such a vital, important character and will be missed dearly. But also the non-aligned worlds all came together and agreed to help Sheridan and this cause against Earth because of what they have done for them. And that was just a great moment to see how they did it without Delenn knowing and being led by Jakar and Londo. I just loved to see it. This next episode is called Endgame, which seems like, that word has a lot of weight these days considering the Avengers of it all, but this was well before that. And I wonder if we're going to see kind of the greater picture, what we'll be fighting against. I mean, I imagine it's going to be something to do with Psychor, because Earth is a problem, but it's only a part of the problem. But to see the end, what that might be. Only a couple episodes left this season, but we still have one more to go. But yeah, it seems like a big deal what we're getting into. So I still have quite the heavy heart. Very sad about losing Ivanova, but she was such a good character. So we'll keep her in our memories as we continue on with the show. So let's get into it. Oh, I didn't expect to see this.
She would want to be here for the battle, conscious or otherwise.
I know, but we must do what's best for her.
She's dying. What is there to do?
Make her comfortable in her last hours. We cannot do that here.
Just remember, 1 unit per ship, no more. That's 30 ships total. That's almost the entire fleet. It's going to be tricky.
They're going to attach themselves to the
destroyers never
ships?
land, so we'll have to shuttle them up one at a time on their last supply run.
Then you better get going. We're loading up the cryo units in the back. Just tell my people where and how you want them delivered.
This is Grumpy, the Sleepy, Sneezy, and Doc. We are in position, moving in on foot.
He jumped right back in the action. I'm glad to see him on our side again.
What's wrong with GS Bravo?
Same thing that's wrong here.
Got you. Okay. Look at us.
We got any more shuttles leaving on the supply?
So we're taking back Mars. Great.
With the destroyers in 45 minutes.
Oh my goodness, is she gonna be tapped into everyone?
We can't hit Earth until we have taken care of the bases on Mars first. Or we risk exposing our flank to the enemy and fighting a battle on 2 fronts.
I was wondering why they sent you to take over this mission. I've led the Apollo in over half a dozen major engagements.
It's nothing to do with you, Charlie. No, they picked me because I'm from the old school that says a soldier doesn't take arms against his own government, no matter how justified you feel doing it. And because Sheridan was one of my students back at the academy.
Oh.
I taught him everything he knows.
Back on Babylon 5, maybe they can help her. It is the final refuge for lost hopes. There must be something they can do.
Oh my God. Could they possibly do
It
something?
may not be wise to get your hopes up.
Don't you care?
Of course I care. But there is nothing usable on Babylon 5.
What do you mean, nothing usable?
Marcus,
What? Wow, that's close. Whoa.
it's a good first move. But he wouldn't go on the offensive unless he had an ace in the hole.
He does.
What is it?
Oh, they're playing chess. She's the ace in the hole.
Lita, we're ready. Do it.
Cheryl's given the word. She's clear to activate the packages.
She's activating them.
Telepaths we brought with us from Babylon 5. Slipped them onto 30 of the destroyers when they were shipped.
Oh,
They've been
man.
modified by the Shadows, who implanted devices in their brains that allowed them to merge with the Shadow vessels.
Yeah.
Function as their central processing units. They're probably waking up right now,
Yeah, this is, you know,
wondering where they are.
ethically kind of
Looking for the
gray.
machine.
You're using them.
Yeah.
Using these people as if they were weapons.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, we're using them. Because they are weapons.
But how can you do this to them? You're a doctor.
I can't remove those implants without the resources back home on Earth. If we don't win this war, they're dead either way.
What the hell is going on? Computer system is
You ain't ready for this.
Security overrides are down. Sir, other destroyers are reporting similar problems. All of them? Almost.
It's working.
Almost gives us some. Tell them to advance on the enemy.
Target engines and weapon systems. I want them disabled, not destroyed.
They're doing this the best they can. Whoa.
Marcus, we're jumping. Get up here. We're on our way.
If you check the helm, Lanier, I've got to check on a few things.
Check on what? What?
A few seconds apiece confirms that the alien healing device is extremely dangerous and should not be used again.
Alien healing
Even under
device.
extreme conditions. Until we can control it more precisely.
Computer, stop.
Oh, he's gonna go for it.
Play all entries under this subject heading.
Yes, Lanier. What is it?
What? You sent for me, Delenn.
No, you're mistaken. Who?
Marcus.
Marcus. He's leaving. He's on his own mission. Just gotta let him go.
Lanier believes he's en route to Babylon 5.
What? Can't be. Marcus would never run out in the middle of a battle. What the hell's on Babylon 5?
As soon as we got inside Mars' orbit, we hit the jammers. Captain, we're almost to Earth. Their probes will pick us up any second. Either we go right now or we abort.
You gotta go.
We are here on behalf of the thousands of civilians murdered under orders from the current administration who have no one else to speak for them. And on behalf of the Earth Force units that have joined us to oppose the tyranny that has darkened Earth ever since President Santiago was assassinated 3 years ago. We are here to place President Clark under arrest. We call upon you to rise up and do what's right. We have drawn their forces away from Earth and disabled them. The time to act is now. Status.
Fence grid armed and firing.
Yeah, he's just doing it himself. Shit.
Red alert.
Oh, they're coming for you. You're gonna take yourself out, little bitch? They're all cowards. It's very Hitler-esque. We're winning. We're gonna win. Scorched Earth? What the hell?
Captain Sheridan, this is an emergency transmission.
Is he gonna take out Earth with him?
Captain, I believe he's turned the defense grid toward Earth.
What a bitch!
We can't override the systems here. If you don't stop them, they'll fire in 10 minutes.
Oh, God. What a fuck ass.
You heard this, Senator. All ships, fire at will. Delenn, we need you.
We are there.
Okay. Light it up. Ah! Stop firing! Your leader's dead!
Forward guns are down. We can't fire.
Oh God, he's gonna run
Particle
into
beams
it.
coming online for the nearest platform. Ready to fire.
Target.
North America. It's gonna wipe out most of the eastern seaboard.
All power to engines. Give me ramming speed.
Don't! I mean, you gotta, but nah!
Aye, sir.
Oh my God! Wait, is this gonna happen? Oh my God.
Call to Agamemnon. Monitor the situation. Hold on to your hats.
Oh, you're helping. Oh, good. Did they get it? Were they too close? Okay, they got through. They got through. Okay, great. Fantastic.
Sorry for the delay, Captain, but we had some trouble on Mars. You might have heard something about it.
Well, my apologies, General.
Welcome home, John.
Were you helping the whole time?
Welcome home.
Did he have a change of heart? Or was that the plan? Either way, it's good. We're good. Let's see what these people have to say.
We've been gone a long time.
Oh, you're...
Over a year since ISN was captured by elite forces sent by President Clark.
Now the truth comes
Over
out.
a year since martial law was declared. We are all equally sons and daughters of Earth. And in the coming months, we must continue to remember that if we are to heal and move on.
Time for reconstruction.
What happens if you pass out during the process, huh? It'll just keep taking your life energy until you're dead, correct?
I don't know.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit. He's gonna give it all to her. He's gonna give it all to her.
The healing device is extremely dangerous and should not be used again. In cases of fatal illness or injury, for one person to live, the other must die.
Marcus. He loves her so much. Wow. This was so much. It was great. I mean, everything happened finally, and you know, we're not completely out of the woods. We are gonna have to deal with Psychor. But in terms of Clark and Earth, we won. We persevered. Sheridan led the charge beautifully, and you know, some tough decisions had to be made. The telepaths that were used to attach themselves to those ships, it's ethically questionable, but you know, the way they reasoned it being like, I mean, they would die if they lost, so they're working for Earth. They just don't know it. I mean, it's gray, but I mean, it's a tough call, and they made it, and it helped. It worked. Hopefully they can like unattach them and help them now that it's over. I don't know if that's possible, but you know, we had to take back Mars, the bases there, get them loaded onto those ships, and you know, it was completed. The mission. I mean, it was expertly done. I can't believe we did that and then immediately went to Earth. Things must have been worse on Earth than we heard of, which makes sense. You know, we didn't have really a perspective of what was going on there, but for him to immediately know that they were going to come for him, it had to have been pretty contentious there. He wasn't just reigning over everyone being down. No, not all people bought into the propaganda, and I think Sheridan's speech helped, but I think it was probably simmering there for a while, and he knew he was caught. And oh, what a shit ass thing to do, to not only kill yourself and not face your punishments and your and get your, you know, justice against, they deserve to have justice against him, and he deserved to have to live with himself. But he was just awful in so many ways, to turn the defenses against Earth itself and to try to take them all out with him. What kind of piece of shit? I cannot believe that. And, you know, it goes to juxtapose against Sheridan, who couldn't fire at the whatever they are. So was going to just, you know, go after it as like a battering ram, use their ship, which would have definitely killed them. Thankfully, the Apollo showed up. I wasn't quite clear on if his old commander, captain, or general even, if he was a part of helping or if he just changed, course corrected once he heard about Clark getting killed. I'm not sure on that. But whatever it is, he eventually came to the right side, if that's what happened, and helped. So Sheridan did not have to sacrifice his ship, the Agamemnon, to save Earth. But he was willing to do it. And I think now that everything's shaken out, I don't think any of my fears against Sheridan were founded. And I'm glad about that. I'm happy to eat crow. I am happy that he was the leader we hoped he would be all the way through. I don't think it's wrong to question him, because anybody gaining that kind of power, there needs to be a check on that. And you know, even when Garibaldi, even when Bester was like explaining what they had done to Garibaldi, they were just playing on his natural inclinations to question power and all that kind of things. And I wasn't concerned about Sheridan himself. I thought something was like influencing him, possibly. So I'm glad to be completely wrong about all that and to see him shine here, and Sheridan just completely make all the right calls, even the really hard, tough calls, but for this greater purpose and for it to all have worked out is so satisfying. And I'm so excited that it went this well. Earth's going to have a lot of soul searching to do to get back on the right course, but I don't know where Psy-Corps fits into all of this now. But I definitely think that that's where the rest of the show will be headed, in that fight, in that direction. And you know, in the end, Marcus was a lover, not a fighter. He left the fight, and you know it has to be a big deal because he's always been like that #1 Ranger you can always count on. And for him to leave to go save his love, it's very poignant. And not only to leave, but to give his life for her. That's going to be a lot for her to have to, you know once she wakes up. But I can't believe we're going to get Ivanova again. I thought after last episode that was it. It was over. And to bring back that alien device that like heals, I would have never thought that that's something that they would do. But he was searching and he couldn't let it go. And he did what he had to do, what his heart told him to do. And he saved the woman that he loved. And God, I love Marcus. What a character he was. And I will miss him so dearly, but what a way to go. Ugh. Oh my God. I could have never thought that was going to happen. Ah! But it was so great here to hear Sheridan's speech and to have him lay out that like this is an effort from everyone. This is not us trying to gain power. This is us looking for freedom for Earth. And I I think them talking about we're all the sons and daughters, and it's a difficult thing. I mean, you think of like after the American Civil War and how you had to reconstruct, and that was not always an easy thing, and the South is still the South, but we eventually united, and it is something that Earth is going to have to do. The people that are going to have to reprogram themselves of the ones who really bought into the propaganda that Clark was putting out there. I think it may help to know that what he did, how much of a coward he was, but you probably think some people won't believe it. They'll think it's a conspiracy. Some people you just can't reach, you know. But we'll see. Hopefully, we hear good things about Earth moving forward. But I hope this ends up with a Mars liberation, and then we can get back to Babylon 5 and then go from there. But yeah, this was such a triumph. I'm so excited. We did so well. Everyone had their role. Everyone played their part, from Garibaldi to Lita to Dr. Franklin to Delenn to Sheridan to, I mean, just everyone, you know. And you know, now that we're going to get Ivanova back, I think she's going to have a big role in dealing with the Psi Corps, because she is a telepath. So, I mean, I'm happy to have her back, absolutely. And I will absolutely miss Marcus, because I think he's so great. But I can't be mad at him going out this way, and the way that what he did is heroic in itself, to give everything for her. It's beautiful. So this was a lot. I can't believe all of this happened. And yet we still have so many episodes to go. But I feel great about what has transpired. And I hope things kind of cool down for a little bit. We can kind of get a little bit smaller then to deal with Psi Corps, because I want Garibaldi and Sheridan to have a moment together. You know, Delenn and Sheridan have hardly had any time together since he's been back. I want to see if like there's any after effects to what they did to him. That was a full week of torture. I mean, you can't just move past that. Dealing with like how Ivanova is going to feel after what Marcus did for her. Dr. Franklin kind of putting all of his stuff back together after, you know, he had to make a really hard choice too. It was Sheridan's idea, but he enacted it. So I just want everything to kind of like get a little bit smaller back on Babylon 5, and we can like sort through the relationships and see where everybody's at, and then figure out what the fuck we're going to do about Psi Corps. So yeah, this was a great episode. I'm very happy about everything. And even the Marcus thing, it's sad, but it's bittersweet in just how lovely it is that he sacrificed everything for her. And if anybody is worth it, it's definitely Ivanova. So I can't be mad at that. But just the way that Sheridan went about this, I mean, they were so prepared, and the plan was so meticulously carried out. And everything happened, and we did it. I feel great. I feel victorious. I feel very proud of Sheridan and how he was able to bounce back from all the things he's been through recently and led everyone in this way, and how everyone was so willing to help. And we needed all of it. We needed all hands on deck, and they were there. Ugh, so good. This was a great episode. So thanks for watching, guys. I'll be back soon.